ಹಿಜನ ಅಂದರೆ ನಪುಂಸಕರಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅಂತರಲಿಂಗತ್ವದ ಜನರಾಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಸಹಜ ಜನರು ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು.
We did not fall from the sky. Actually, beautifully bright, brilliant film. Had a lot of really interesting parts to it. Lots of moving pieces. It's interesting that hijras, as they're called, in India, have this thousands of years history. They've been within Indian culture for as long as their written texts have been.
Sorry, it may sound weird, but I was very puzzled by the fact that they're not allowed to own land. Like, I've got $5,000 and the land costs $3,000, and I give you $3,000. The land belongs to me. It doesn't matter if I have kangaroo ears growing out of my butt. I pay you, I own it, it's now mine. I can't understand how they can say, oh, but we think you're gay, so whether you try and buy the land or not, you're not allowed. I mean, I just find that baffling. Like, you got money, it's yours, you buy it. I can't understand why anybody could care less. If you've got the money to buy it, then you bought it. I'm sorry, it just, I don't know. I guess I'm materialistic, but I'm like, you got the cash, it's yours.
Has nothing to do with the film, just to your comment. Women weren't allowed to own land, and Jews weren't allowed to own land. This is not a new theme.
It feels foreign to us in the day and age now. It certainly can feel foreign, the injustice of it. And also,
In Canada, women weren't allowed to own land. Indigenous people couldn't own land. I mean, this is not...
And you know what, to throw it in sharp focus in 2017, it really does hit home that it's still an injustice that's occurring even today. So, and it does seem foreign when you've never...
Just that it's very nice to always see these themes, transgender, from the perspective of another culture. It always puts everything into more perspective, so it was nice to see that.
Absolutely, and their law has legally passed that there is a third gender. So why are there these restrictions on this group of people?
I thought it was very brave, actually, especially because that's a very new law that's passed, and because it's been illegal for such a long time, and they're basically taking their lives into their hands by being, open, and they don't have a relationship with their family. It was incredibly brave. I don't know where the filmmakers are from. It sounded like they weren't from India, that they were, because it said they were leaving, so I'm not sure about that. Or maybe they were just from the... Oh, yeah, see. But so I thought it was very brave, and it's just fascinating to learn about their life and about the struggle and the positive and negative of it all.
ரிப்பீட் அது எப்படி ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு சொல்கிறதுக்கு நான் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஜெண்டர் சப்போர்ட்டே இல்லை எனக்கு. டான்ஸ் கிளாஸ் போவாது, அப்படி இப்படி போவாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருந்தேன்.
The strive of any good documentary is to open the mind of the audience to a faction of life that we may not have seen. It's what makes this world so beautifully faceted and so wonderfully rich. And that's kind of interesting that this whole group of people has been around. They didn't just appear. They have always been. And yet they are still kind of considered to be on the fringes, even though they're recognized in ceremonies and they're a part of this religion. And it's very interesting.